Hello friends, in this video I'll focus on the two bishop, opposite colored bishop endgame, which is very famous. And now as you can see, black is 2 pawns up and still white can force black for a draw, but if only white plays correctly. I'm showing you the endgames in my initial videos to help you learn the endgame tactics, because Magnus Carlsen said that endgame is the real chess. Why he said so? Because in endgame you really realize the mobility of the pieces, utility of the pieces, and the key squares, and how a piece can control some squares. For instance, we all know that this black bishop can move on the dark squares and this white bishop can move on the light squares. But this information does not help us to win the games, as we do not know how to utilize this information. This video is a quick illustration to that. And if you like my videos and you want some family member or friend to be taught online, you must subscribe the channel and suggest them for the same, as I'm doing it for free. So your subscription and comments will give me a lot of motivation to post more videos. And if you have any sort of suggestion, you can comment there. So let's proceed with the game. Now this is h1 a8 diagonal is under control. So let's see what white can play here. For example, let's play c6. If he played c6 by being smart and being on the same diagonal, then black can simply play e4 and cut off us from this diagonal and then roll down these pawns with the help of king to e5 and then king from this side and then roll these pawns up. For example, I will show you. For instance, if our king moved here or anywhere else, let's say we moved it to the d2 square. So now what black can do here is simply coming with the king here, and then what else white can do here? White can move up the diagonal and maybe can come back to the square where it was. And now this f3 check is not stoppable. This white cannot stop f3 check. For example, if I give f3 check, the the bishop has been cut off by this pawn from f3, and the king has to move away because king cannot move to f2. So king is forced to move to d2 or even maybe, but let's say king move to e1. Then the pawns can be easily rolled down without the king's help, or we can also be secure by moving our king and helping the pawns to reach the destiny. So definitely moving up the diagonal does not help. So what else? We can move away from the diagonal. Let's say we can move to g4 h5 square. Let's say we move to g4 square. Now also we are not actually aware of the situation and not really knowing what can happen. So this is how the endgame helps. Again, black can play e4. Um, Black can play e4, and now what white can play here is h5 will be the best according to me, but whatever white plays, white is losing the game because it cannot prevent e4 of the king and then the king being here and kick off this bishop to some other square. For instance, if the black moves to this square, then white has to move on this one because it need to guard the f3 square. And then also we can put a lot of pressure by putting our bishop here and then forcing some kind of mobility of this bishop, so it can go to h3 or h5 anywhere it likes. Let's say it went to h5 and then we can come up with the king, and now this bishop will not come here and has to move away from the diagonal, and f3 check won't be prevented. So once we can easily give f3 check without losing any of the pawns, then black is winning. So we need to stop it from the white perspective. So these moves really fail. Let's try another variation. Now the key square here is f3, on which the bishop currently is, and we have to move the bishop. So it must guard f3 square, so we can move it to the g2 or h1 square. Let's for example move it to g2 square. Now e4 doesn't work the way it worked earlier because it does not cut off the bishop from guarding f3. So now what happens? What can black play? You have to be sure that you stay on this diagonal to win this game, and see this f3 square very cunningly. Now king to e4 does not really work, as the pawn cannot really push. We can take it with the bishop. For example, let me show you. If the pawn gets pushed, let's see, if the pawn gets pushed, we can take it with the bishop and the game will be a draw. Pawn cannot be pushed here. So what else? The white can roll his king here and there, but it won't help him because we are just guarding the f3 square. What else? White can play, sorry, black can play something else. For example, this move, as you might have thought that, yes, this move might help, but the king cannot come here to guard this pawn, and then this pawn advance will not happen. Like, so for example, for f3 pawn advance, let's say that black king tries to help it, but now even f3 will fail because the black's bishop cannot control this square. So this is a genius masterpiece here, and this can be a check, and yeah, the position cannot be ever taken by black, and black cannot win from here. So friends, how much you like my videos? Show me your love with the help of comments and likes, and must share with your family members who are new to chess and want to learn it on the extremist level. I'm doing on this website or on my YouTube channel for free, so get the most help of it. So this is International Master Sanjay signing off. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe the channel. Thank you.